Asterisk asterisk. Title: I learned kindness from a grumpy old man. Asterisk asterisk. So, I've got something that's been sitting heavy on my chest, and I think sharing it might help me, and maybe even some of you. I live in a pretty tight-knit neighborhood, where the lines between friends and strangers can blur on any given day, mostly because we're all in each other's business. But there was one guy who never quite fit in, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, grey-haired, perpetually frowning, and seemingly allergic to smiles, was the classic grumpy old man that every neighborhood seems to have. Kids called him names, adults whispered about his late-night mutterings while taking the trash out, and no one dared snag a ball that landed in his yard unless they had a death wish. I was no different. I avoided his side of the street and never went trick-or-treating anywhere near his sad, dimly lit house. But a random Tuesday changed everything for me. Post-work blues had hit me hard as I dragged myself home and noticed his newspaper sitting alone on the sidewalk, getting soggy from the rain that had started up. Without thinking much, I picked it up, walked over, and knocked on his door. It felt like an eternity before the door creaked open, and there he was, annoyed and suspicious. I handed him the paper, mumbling something like, "Didn't want it to go to waste." He glared at me for a good few seconds before bursting out laughing. And let me tell you, hearing that laugh was like seeing Bigfoot doing a little jig in my backyard. He said, "You've got the face of someone who could use a cup of tea. Come in, I insist." In that warm little kitchen that smelled like books and herbal tea, I found that Mr. Thompson was a retired English professor. Once he'd been vibrant and lively before life had thrown its hurdles. Some heavy losses he half-heartedly shared while we sipped our tea. We didn't dive into his pain that day, but he listened to mine. In his grumpiness, he found kindness, and in his solitude, he found space to offer me empathy. Weeks turned into a routine of visits, and my perspective shifted. The lesson here wasn't about never judging a book by its cover. That's something we all know but rarely practice. Rather, I learned that people carry the weight of their own unspoken stories. You just might miss a good one if you don't take the time to knock and offer a dry newspaper. His snarky humor and covert kindness became the highlight of my week. Mr. Thompson might still grumble when the kids scamper past, but now I know he's chuckling inside, savoring the human company that slowly relit the corners of his life. And maybe, just maybe, it did the same for mine.